It's springtime here in the Alps, and on the lower slopes the snow has disappeared until next winter. The cable cars, however, which carry skiers in the winter time, continue to operate a service for tourists and the local people who live high in the mountain villages. Very often it's much quicker than making the journey by road. Today I'm going to take a trip on two of these cable cars. The first one is the oldest and the second is the longest. This is the Collern mountain in the South Tyrol, and the cableway here was the world's first of its kind ever to be built. It opened in the year 1908. The cables and the cars have been renewed several times. Here is the latest model, and this is the one that it replaced. But the original gondola can be seen at the top station. The view from here is quite spectacular, but just in case you want to see a little more, there's a wooden viewing tower which is 37 metres high. With perfect weather conditions like today, it really is a sight not to be missed, so I'm going to take a look. It's possible to see the entire town of Bolzano, the Brenner motorway and the railway station. To my right are the mighty Dolomites. The Italians claim that these are the most beautiful mountains in the world. Well, I certainly wouldn't argue with them. The mountains change colour according to the time of year and the time of day, but for me they are most spectacular as the evening sun begins to set. Across the valley is the Ritten mountain, and this will be the destination for my second visit. My journey starts right here, in the busy part of the town. Several years ago the journey to the Ritten would have been taken on board a small electric mountain railway called Ferrovia Elettrica Altipiano Renon, but in 1966 a cable car replaced the old railway. This is said to be the longest cable journey in the world, but this claim is somewhat ambiguous. It is quite true, however, that at just short of 3 miles it is in fact the longest span without an intermediate station. Once at the top, it's possible to continue your journey on the Ferrovia Elettrica Altipiano Renon, the acronym of which, incidentally, is FEAR. Well, I can assure you that once on board there is nothing whatsoever to fear. This is the original train that used to weave its way up the mountain, but now, in semi-retirement, it runs only for a short distance on the Ritten Plateau. The coaches have been immaculately maintained, and the railway is now a major tourist attraction. The train starts its journey in the beautiful little village of Himmelfahrt and ends in the small village of Klobenstein. Again, the Dolomites provide a spectacular backdrop, and the surrounding countryside can only be described as the ultimate in peace and tranquility. It's time now for me to make my return. As the cable car descends into Bolzano, it's hard to imagine how the pace of life can change in such a short space of time. Oh, by the way, there's just one thing that I forgot to mention. Himmelfahrt is a German name. Translated, this means journey to heaven. Well, that sounds just about right to me.